Hey, welcome back to another review recap of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long because really, what really was that? I mean, Brittany having this lackluster event, blaming other people, and of course the internet is going to find out everything and she ain't paying people. Is she the new Sheree? Child. Anyway, Shamea is very performative this episode. Drew is still, she there, but she not there. And, Kelly is becoming a gem and Angela is really still trying to find her footing. And then that woman came back. That really was the show. Okay, let's get into it a little bit for the details. Okay, so the episode starts off. Shamea is at her wonderful home, at her wonderful pool, with a alligator on the side and her still in the designer outfits. Listen, at least she wearing her own hair. I don't know. Like, something gotta give, Shamea. Like, it's really, I don't know. I can't afford nothing you got on, so it's whatever. Kelly coming over and them becoming friends, I think it's a choice. Very much like that lady coming from across the street to come back over here. It's a choice. It's a choice that these executives made. Kelly and Shamea talking about going to the island of Spice, which is Grenada, not the Maldives, not Puerto Rico, Shamea. Jesus. I think it's going to be a great trip. I think it's going to be fun, and I can't wait to see what they do on these people's island. I have not seen a preview of the next episode yet, but I'm sure they're going to be traveling because the season is almost over. Like, how do we feel about the season already? You know what I'm saying? It's whatever. My feeling exactly is, crossover to the ratings. The ratings are very low for this season, like an all-time low. And I thought that I would actually not like the season. So far, after 12 episodes, I can give the season a 6. And that's only because of Angela and Kelly. Like, Portia is giving nothing. Drew is giving nothing. Yeah, I mean, Shamea gave a little bit in the first episode, but now it's kind of given performative. I don't know. I don't like the trajectory of what's going on, but I'm glad that they're going on an overseas trip. Okay. Portia looking for a house. Okay. So Shamea started to, Shamea wants to go promote whatever, I guess her song, her single. And she, in her confession, was like, I forget I was beefing with somebody. And then I go up there and I was like, oh, girl, what was all of that? Like, all of that to me is performative. Why are you doing all of this? Drew calling you a lap dog. Dare I say, you are looking like a lap dog. But the way that you explain yourself, I understand it. However, it's problematic to yourself. Drew wrapped it up in a nice bow with Carlos King, saying that Shamea is a nice person. Shamea is this, but then there comes out not that alley-oop, but that, that backhand, compliment, because then she goes, that's lapdog behavior. Double down on Carlos King, said it on the show, double down on Carlos King, and then tried to retract at the table, Drew, at Brittany's event or lunch, whatever that was. And then now you're going to be in your confessionals doubling down. Like, which one is it? Everybody knows that you conflate the truth. Like, you have a very tricky relationship with what's really going on, whatever alternate universe that you're on. Like, Shamea is performative, so is Drew. Drew is calling Dennis, talking about, you are in the lawyer's office about to sign. You're going to tell me you weren't going to sign because you want to clear the air for 5 minutes with Dennis about a text message that you could have called him so many times before about? That was dumb. Whatever producer told you to do that, that was stupid. We didn't need that. It was ridiculous. Because how long was the conversation before the lawyers and everybody came in for you to sign your record deal? Like, and I ain't gonna hold you, Drew's album is not bad at all. It's not bad, but I just feel like the things that she does on this show is going to hinder whatever trajectory she has with her music. I think she can go far with her music. I just feel like all this performative and back and forth situation, we don't need her on Atlanta, and most of the ladies that are on there right now, we don't need them neither. But y'all took what, 2 years or however long this was to air this season, and this is what we got? I guess. So we get to Brittany Edie and her husband in this bathroom. I don't know about y'all. There are rumors going on allegedly that it's a lavender marriage. He gives off many things. He also gives off that. However, we don't know. The one thing I get from him, though, from looking at this scene, is that he just really wants to be on TV. It gives off like, I'm going to be a supportive husband. I'm going to show y'all what a real husband looks like. And I'm going to let my woman cook. I'm going to let her do what she got to do. And I'm going to just be there to support her. Because he really doesn't say much. He doesn't do much. Even when she was fighting with Kenya, he really was just there to hold her bag. And that's not to the lavender of it. It's really just, he was just there as a supporting cast. He wasn't really trying to do nothing other than get her out of there, which is good. But he wasn't trying to like not downplay, what's the word? He wasn't trying to assess the situation to make sure that everybody in the situation was correct, because she was the one that was hollering. No one else was screaming out the place. It was her. Everybody was walking out of the bank. Anyway, tangent over. He just gives that he's just happy to be there. I don't know. He's just there. Much like Brittany is just there as a cast member on this show. So they're going to this event. And then when this woman says, my license is now on hold, I did not do any Google Smoogle. I did not ask Jeeves. I didn't even ask ChatGPT. Like, why is her license on hold? I, for a fact, do not believe that Kenya posting those pictures is the reason why her license is suspended or on hold. Suspended. It just don't make no logical sense. Because does licensing have a morality clause? I mean, somebody could do adult videos at night and sell insurance in the morning. Like, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. It don't. But then we go to Angela and Charles in these homes. Listen. Angela, I dig Angela, right? I don't know what she does give off insecurity a little bit, because she's really centered around Charles. I don't want to make it seem like women can't be centered around their husbands and that's just what they do, but you can't make it your whole entire personality, Angela. You apologize to your husband because you were always on your mom's side. To me, your first reaction is to blame him means that something happened before, that your knee-jerk reaction is to blame him. Like, the whole dynamic in Angela's family is something to assess, and definitely she can't even say her sister's name on the TV. I said that before, and I'm gonna say it again. If y'all watch Portia and her family business, y'all should be able to watch Angela and her family. Give that woman a spinoff or a 3-episode special as to understanding why her family don't like her. Her family does not like her. And I've heard that her mom passed away, rest in peace. That is very, very sad to have to, bury a parent, especially especially at that age, which I feel like, I ain't trying to cry because I lost a parent. So we're going to nix that conversation, and we're going to say that, you know, my heart go out to her and condolences to losing her mother. Okay, so Angela is in these homes, and I'm with Charles. That was your problem, believing him in the first place. Did you not see his shades? Did you not see the shirt that he was wearing? This man said he'll get everything done in 3 days. A laundry list of things to get done and to get it done and sold in 3 days. Angela, you a fool. You a fool to believe this man in that shirt. In that shirt, believing that he could get it done, the whole thing done and sold in 3 days. That's insanity to believe that that man could do that. That's on you. You're going to be $2 million in debt because you believe that man in that spicy shirt. And again, I agree with Charles. That was your problem, that you believe that man. And and again, the episode is almost over, right? We are at Brittany's event. I've already heard the decorators, because I thought event planners was involved in that whole thing. If the event planner hired the event decorator, that would have been a different story. But it seems as though she just invited a decorator to decorate the space, and the actual golf place or wherever they were at were supposed to provide the food and do all of that. So whatever happened that she couldn't decorate in time, I don't know. She have a whole monologue on the internet, and then she said she still ain't get paid by Brittany. That's neither here nor there. Atlanta is not short of scammers. But how are you gonna have an event, honey, invite people or pay people to come? Because why would, unless these, it's Atlanta. Atlanta is an ecosystem of people trying to come up. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Get in how you fit in, fake it till you make it. You know what I'm saying? However, how are you gonna have, I feel like she paid them people to be there. That's just all I'm trying to say. I feel like she paid those people to be there, because why would you sit down in your good clothes? Like that one dude sitting back with his phone and that nice little suit with the button or whatever to the side. I've seen that a lot. I like that. Anyway, focus. They in their good clothes to come to this golf club. Whatever. I don't know what the heck that was. What she said that, is this in her neighborhood? Like, is this like a clubhouse golf thing? I don't know. Anyway, she's going back and saying the food is only for the women on the show. How are you going to throw an event, invite or pay people to come, and don't feed them? And then you make them go on golf carts in they tight dresses. Let me tell you something. If Brittany sneezed, she'd have come up out that dress. I'm like, her and Kelly. Because one thing Kelly gonna do like Shamea and say is show them things, honey. Show them what you paid for. It's okay. I don't mind. But what I'm saying is, if either one of them sneezed, a seam would have busted. That's all I'm saying. And then you got these people out here playing mini golf. Why? This thing was so discombobulated, so uncouth, so... Y'all should have just took a Chuck E. Cheese, honestly. Like, what in the world was that? What? You only feeding the 12 people at this table and then all the people around you. So this is what... I'm just confused. That's why I am on a tangent. I'm so confused. So her plan was to have the ladies sit with their partners if they can, have food, and have everybody else standing up looking at them eat. That was her plan? That doesn't make any sense. Like, why would anybody want to come to an event, sit down to watch other people eat? And they didn't even get a gift to come to this thing. That's why I I said, I know she paid them. I don't really know that she paid them. It just gives off that she paid these people to come. Or she said, or she's hired a service, because I'm sure there's plenty of services like you could buy extras. Because it doesn't make any logical sense. Does it make any logical sense to y'all? That she invite 10 extra people to this thing and they just sat or stood there to watch other people or to watch a filming of watch. So she put out an ad. This is just my thinking. This is alleged. This is my alternate universe. Her and Mark put out an ad. Do you want to watch a filming of watch What Happens Live? Do you want to watch a filming of Real Housewives of Atlanta? If you want to watch a filming, there's a chance that you might get discovered. You can hobnob, blah, 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 blah. This is I don't know how much they would pay somebody, like an extra $100. I don't know. She said she got money. So $100, I feel like that's like the bare minimum. So however many people, she invites 10 people, that's $1,000. So that's $1,000 out of her pocket. Or maybe Bravo, whatever Bravo stipend they give them to do these events, because they don't pay for it. Bravo don't pay for it. They give them like a little stipend maybe. That's what I heard. That's what Kempire said. And he be getting the sources, so I believe him. And she took that stipend and paid them people to come to that event. There you go. That's a story that I would believe. Because what in the world, who would want to go to an event in an upscale neighborhood with a golf course, not get fed, drinking, not get fed, and not get no gift? I don't know. But what in the world was that? What was it? She didn't have no bare naked emblems anywhere, and then she's going to blame the decorator. The decorator had her monologue basically saying that she had to do what she had to do because of the space size, and production had to take up more space than she could do with, yada, yada. I don't know. The whole thing sounds like she created this whole scenario in her mind 2 days before and got everybody together and said, I'm doing a pre-launch of Bare Naked. And did you catch Portia in her confessional talking about, put some respect on Go Naked, honey. I had mine for 10 years. That is no comparison. Portia said, no, honey, I've had mine for 10 plus years. Put some respect on it. What was the reason for this event? And then she got Angela, extra large. I mean, Angela is a big woman, big as in tall. Whatever she did to her body, it looks like she did get some lipo. And does anybody believe that Brittany Edie took her staff, she didn't say how many people, to Miami to get however procedure done? I don't believe that. I am sorry. I do not believe that, not one slice or iota. I mean, I want a staff member to come up and say, yeah, I got my nose done. Or, yeah, I got my boobs done. Or, I got my back fat sucked out. I want one of her staff members from her agency, her insurance agency that she sold. Why she sell it? Anyway, focus. Just everything about Brittany just gives off what Atlanta gives off. Like, if somebody trying to come up, do anything to like just throw spaghetti and see what sticks. And I feel like that is not something bad, but if you are lying upon lying and compound lying, I don't know. I don't know. Because keeping up with the Joneses is a hard job. It is harder than being who you are. But people just feel like keeping up with the Joneses is a better way to make it to where they gotta go. And that's what Brittany and Mark gives off. So Brittany took it upon herself to go down and talk to Charles and Angela, and they talking about who was, and Charles was like, I don't deal with who was. So I don't know what you're talking about. Period. He ain't said nothing else after that. I get why Angela's obsessed with her husband. He's funny. He's funny to me. And maybe because I know men like him in my family, it's a good and a bad side of men like that. Yeah. But the fact that people are saying that they did not know that she was married, I think that's a dig. I think that people knew and just never saw her, maybe. I mean, I don't follow basketball at all. I didn't know Charles Oakley was married. I didn't know that, but I don't follow sports. I don't follow people in Atlanta like that. So for people to be in Atlanta and then still saying that they didn't know that he was married, but I feel like they don't say it like he be out in the streets. They just didn't know he was married. I don't know, child. I ain't gonna know it down. Married people business is a hard thing, and that's their business, honestly. Like, whatever that is that people put on Angela and Charles, I don't know. But Charles ain't say nothing else. Brittany and Angela went back and forth with whatever, and they was like, okay, we starting anew, whatever. And then, however, Drew and Shamea started with whatever. Shamea was like, I don't know, blah, 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 arf, arf, arf. And Drew was like, you hurt me, and you sent information over to... Let's just be clear, and I want us to touch and agree. Drew was being shady. Listen, Drew was being shady. She wasn't being nasty. She was being shady. She wasn't like Portia shady. She better be quiet before I sleep with her man. She wasn't doing that. She was like, why are you acting like this is not going to benefit you? She was being shady. Point blank, period. And Shamea in that point said, well, you know, her college is already paid for, so. And then what did Drew say? Drew said, well, it'll pay for some snacks or something. So you're trying to tell me that it was something good that you were saying? Please come off me with that, Drew. You are lying. It was nothing to be nice. It was nothing that was being sincere. You were being shady because Portia was being annoying. Now, Portia is putting 10 on 2 with this Drew and Dennis thing, and we're gonna figure it out in Grenada at a table where they're eating. Like, no housewife can have a dinner without an argument. We already know that, so it's coming. That's their formula. It's coming. So Shamea and Drew don't see it for each other, and that's fine. Shamea barking and saying, is that in dog years or human years, and blah, 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 blah. And Cynthia is my girl. Cynthia said, I just got off a flight. I made it here. I'm not coming here to sit down and listen to y'all bicker and go back and forth with this nonsense. I'm out. Peace. And I said, that's my type of girl. She was like, I'm out here jetting out, getting jet lagged and having to deal and film with y'all. And this is what we're doing. Every time we come around, y'all got to argue. We good. And then Kelly got a problem with Drew. Child. These fake beefs are getting annoying now. It's ridiculous now. So the show is over. I mean, Portia went to go see that lady across the street, and she was talking about everybody, and Kiki and Portia said, this is the type of Kiki I need. This is a healing Kiki, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, sure. Okay, whatever. She asked if anybody was looking for her. No one was looking for her. Nobody sent for her other than NBC Universal giving her all the keys to the cities. She was in Dubai, then she came back to Atlanta, then she went on Traders. Like, listen, if y'all think this just proves that it was not Kandi that stopped anything from going on Atlanta Housewives. Anytime Kandi said anything, Kandi said, y'all bring her back, then I'm gone. If y'all want to bring her back, I'm gone. The show is going on without Kandi. It is going on without her. And to be honest with you, even if Kandi was on this season, the show still would have been lackluster. Like, I mean, what? Really? Y'all, the fact that y'all saying that Candy was stopping Phaedra's bag, nobody stops Phaedra. Nobody stops Phaedra from lying. Nobody stops Phaedra from destroying people's livelihood and destroying people's credibility and character. No one stops Phaedra from doing that. Nobody does. She does that best. So, I mean, she did it to Kenya. Her and Apollo did it to Kenya. And I still don't believe that Apollo and Kenya ain't did nothing. But hey, that's just what the hell I'm going to stand on. And I just feel like her traipsing around NBC Universal and doing all the things and getting all her checks, good for her. But she's not needed. She's not needed. She didn't boost no ratings. Not that I saw. That there's like, 3 episodes left. Like, the Hail Mary is not going to give us a touchdown at all. She's definitely going to fumble the ball. And whoever she throws it to or picks it up and throws it to, it's what? What are we going to do? All she's going to do is talk about everybody and watch everybody fight. And be in her confessionals talking about, ooh, child, honey. Oh, Lord. This is going to be some fun. Ooh, I can't wait to see it. Like, really? Because what is she really going to give us? Nothing. Like she always does. Anyway, I do not like talking about that lady because it's really like, why do they give her this platform to do these things? Because, I mean, listen, back in the day, Phaedra, honey, the Reeds, the Southern Belle, the lies of her not knowing how many months she is. Please. This is, that back in the day, it was cute. Now we're over it. We're over it. I want you guys to remember, if you made it this far, I thank you. I thank you and I appreciate you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That is the easiest way to, support the channel and listen to me rant and rave whenever I feel like it, recapping these shows. Yeah, this episode it was a 6, 5.5 maybe, I just feel like they need to go back and try again. That's all. Just go back and try again. This is what y'all are giving us. I mean, it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, honestly. And that's only because of Kelly and Angela. Let's just be clear. Because Shamea showed her a whole entire behind in designer clothes, and it's not giving what she thinks it's giving. I still ride for Shamea a little bit. We all know what Portia doing. So these fake storylines, oh God, I hate that word storyline. Like, it's like, focus. Anyway, before I send y'all on the second course, again, I appreciate you guys for being here, and we are going to talk about these crazy ladies in Atlanta next time in Grenada, Island of Spice. All right, guys, keep the conversation going in the comments. Like, what is the reason for Shamea's performative antics? Drew, we know she's performative because that's just what she does. Angela is trying to still find her footing there because she did try to break that relationship up, which she did add a few cracks. And I just want to know why Brittany decided to do this event this way when she could have did a private event like what Portia did. It's giving keeping up with the whoever's in Atlanta, and it's very sad to see. Just let me know what you guys think about it, honestly, because I am still confused. Even all of the actual scenarios that came up in my mind, I'm still confused as to why and how that whole thing went about. All right, guys. Again, thanks. Bye.